prospect of the day. Okay, this is how we're going to do this. I want to talk about a prospect every day. The prospect will be either a player that Miami has offered or that they should offer. The guy we're talking about today, everybody knows him. Everybody wants him. He'll be picking out his top 3 pretty soon. 6'5", 218-pound, 5-star safety, James Williams. I'm going to try to throw his highlights on the screen for those watching on YouTube. See if we can see this guy play. But think about that, guys. Of course you already know him. I mean, everybody wants this kid. 6'5", 218 pounds. If we can secure James Williams, if we can get him and add him with Avantae Williams, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all want to talk about a squad. Y'all want to talk about some secondary. That would be big time. The highlights aren't working, so we're going to keep this flow going. But yeah, according to Max Prep, 65 total tackles, 6 interceptions, 1 sack, 5 interceptions. My thoughts on this guy, when you watch him, man, he plays like an enforcer. I honestly don't know what position Williams will play next year. I mean, I think he could play safety. He could play linebacker. He could play the star position, defensive end. This cat, I like him a lot, man. I like him a lot. If you put him in the right position, if you put him in the right position, if he's developed in the right way, he could be used like an Isaiah Simmons. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I'm not saying this guy is Isaiah Simmons. Don't get me wrong. Isaiah Simmons was actually a 3-star. And then you fast forward, this guy he was a 3-star, and now this guy is going to be one of the top defensive players taken. You saw in the national championship game, Isaiah Simmons line up in a slot over a wide receiver at the defensive end, standing up in linebacker, safety. And I think that's the type of player that James Williams can be if developed and if he puts in the work that he needs to put in. You often see him play in the box. When he play in the box, he's able to get to the backfield. He's able to keep offensive linemen off him in attack. This dude is special. Right now, everybody has him going to Georgia. The crystal balls says Georgia, and he's actually visited Georgia about 10 times is what they're saying. I watched the interview that he did with Streeter from Canesville, Footballville. Shout out to Canesville, Footballville. Check those guys out. But I watched the interview, and you know what he said? Streeter asked him, he said, does Miami have a chance? And I think this was in early January, maybe, I think. And he said, Miami definitely has a chance. I like the turnover chain. I like what they're about. I don't like their offense, though. That's what he said. He said, I don't like their offense, though. But I like what they're about. So I thought that was funny. Hey, Enos is gone now. Hey, if you watch it, Enos is gone. We got Rhett Lashley now. Come to the U. And that's so interesting that he said that, because it shows you James Williams, 5-star, Western High School. Yes, that's what we're talking about. James Williams. It shows you that even defensive players care about the offense. Even our defensive prospects was watching the offense that we put on the field last year and was like, goodness gracious, I'm not trying to play for that. And I thought that was an interesting comment, because a lot of times we don't think about that. A lot of times people say, oh, this great defensive back, this great defensive player, he only cares about defense. We got a good defense, we should get him. But no, these players, they care about what the offense is doing, because he don't want to be on the field 24/7. He don't want to be playing for a team that can't score a point against Louisiana Tech. So I believe James Williams will put out his top 3 pretty soon. I believe James Williams is going to put out his top 3. Miami, he was once committed to Miami. That's something that I did mention. He was committed to Miami. We are aware of that. He was committed to Miami, and then he decommitted. And now he's been in SEC land. He's been in Auburn, and a lot of people are saying Georgia. A lot of people think Georgia. When you actually listen to the Georgia shows and talk to people that cover Georgia, they think it's pretty much a done deal. He's already about to put his third one. He's already about to put out his top 3. I think Miami, Georgia, maybe Auburn as his third. I don't know. But Miami should make the top 3. And if he's already got a top 3 in February, I think he kind of knows where he wants to play. I think he kind of knows where he wants to go. Brett in the comment section says he wants to be on a team that wins. That is a great point. Miami needs to win games this year. If we can win games and our coaches and our recruiting staff can do what we just talked about, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Prospect of the day, James Williams. 5-star, 6'5", 218-pound safety at Western High School. Number 1 safety in South Florida. 6'5", 218 pounds. Playing safety. That's amazing. Guys, I do want to open up the phone lines, okay? Let's open up the phone lines. Brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the ticket app that lets you get the best tickets on the market and race your tickets from 0 to 10 so you're guaranteed to win. You can even zoom in and see exactly where you're sitting on the SeatGeek app, okay? What I need you to do is go ahead, jump on the SeatGeek app, and when you do that, at the end, type in NMD TV. You get $20 off your next purchase. Let's see if we can get the phone line up. See if anybody wants to call in. We talked about a lot today. Win the Coastal, give Clemson a battle. Master of Dreams in the chat. I haven't seen Master of Dreams in a while. There's a number 1-479-431-6553. You want to call in and talk about the Canes? Three impact players from the 2020 class. Jalen Knighton, Jalen Rivers, and Michael Redding. Those were my 3 choices. Prospect of the day, James Williams. And then we talked about the Michigan State news that I thought was very important that could affect Miami in different ways.